Hey, hey, hey. Producer Ivan Katz, Driving Ivan here. This is Randy Pepper.
Hi.
got-
What's that in?
He's got the coolest hair in the business, right? It's Otello. It's
Yin and yang.
It's yin yang. It's awesome. I have been coming to Randy's store here, the Guitar Attic, in Holly Hill, near Daytona Beach in Florida, for quite some time, and I was all fired up to come back and get this kind of cool Mexi blue Fender Tele.
Special edition Telecaster.
And so we've talked a lot about guitars, and I said to myself, you know what, I do guitar reviews. He does guitar reviews and videos, and what's your most popular video called? Let him see that.
8 things that we will no longer buy again anymore. So I mean, it's just basically
at a guitar show.
Yeah, no,
When
at
people come
the
in.
shop.
Yeah,
If you
when
walk in
people
the shop
come
with a
in with it.
412 cabinet, I say thank you, have a good day. Thanks.
So I sell all sorts of stuff. I don't flip anything because like if you watch my Free Your Mind music video, I wanted to over COVID put every guitar I owned in a song, original song. And so I went to some of my favorite places all around my house. I was changing clothes. I was every single verse,
Kinda
every
like a
single
Poison song.
line of the song. I changed guitars because I just wanted to show, all my guitar collection. And I've been collecting guitars for a while, but there's just something about each guitar. For me, it gives me a song. That's why I like to buy. I just love guitars, and if you play guitars, and now I review guitars, there's no reason if you get a reasonably priced guitar. And by the way, Randy has very fair prices. He's not going to give a guitar away, but it's priced well. And what
based
he
on
does.
the lowest or mid lowest price of what you'd pay on
Yeah.
eBay.
So it's very fair. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
it's not reverb. We don't
and-
agree with reverb prices too much.
I got you. I love, like, there's the little old Ovation over there. I love that little one in the corner. That you said that one was sold, but then not sold.
Yeah,
And
the Jag.
that's something I find a lot. Selling cars, selling guitars. This economy's weird. Say what you want.
Well, it's really weird here.
Yeah, and like, no one buys anything unless they think they really need it or really are getting a good deal on it. I found
Right.
that with my cars that I sell
Right.
and guitars I sell. And no one shows up and is ready, willing, and able to do a transaction, like we say in real estate, ready, willing, and able buyer.
Right.
It's a tough thing. So let's talk about, you've been doing this for a long time, right?
Well, this shop's been here 23 years.
So 23 years.
But I've been doing this since I was a kid. So
How would you
70s,
describe
80s,
the
70s.
current days?
Current days?
I mean, you have
Well,
an expensive
yeah.
Fender Strat up there
Yeah.
from the 60s, I think you
Mhm.
said. So what's your price range of guitars on offer right now, low to high?
Low to high would be from $125 on up to 5,000.
Okay.
But I mean, that's what you see. I mean, I have guitars that are 40,000, 50,000.
Yeah, of course, but you
But-
had to bring them in here. You might.
Yeah. I sell them guitar
Yeah.
shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what is the current market? Like where so you say you're not buying this type of guitar. So
Right.
what aren't you buying, and what do you want to buy? And what are real people like you people, what are they really buying?
It's hit or miss. And really, there is no rhyme or reason. I used to be able to put stuff on the walls and say, moving the walls. And what I would mean by that is one side of the store would always be the one that was selling. The other side would not be. And then the other side would move, and it would sell. Or this side would sell, or that side would sell. Now it's just kind of random, and you used to be able to see Strats were selling, Teles were selling, SGs were selling. I would say SGs probably still sell pretty well, especially P90 SGs, P90 Les Pauls. Stuff with P90s right now is kind of hot.
And you said, like this one, for instance,
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of this.
This is
Well, I've
Schecter.
heard of Schecter.
The Schecter
but
P2
it was
is a
another
P.
one.
Townsend.
Where's the one I didn't?
Oh,
This
the
one.
GMT.
This is a GMT, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what
Yeah, good luck trying to get that one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But that's a GMT. Well, I'll show that to you in a second.
Yeah,
But
it's
this
just,
one,
yeah.
that's pretty cool. The Schecter
Yeah,
and P90,
it's a P90.
and it's got a good look. And you said it's not
Got
Telecaster.
the binding on the
right?
neck
It's,
and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of telly sounding, but
pretty cool.
Schecter's mainly for a guy that's gonna play rock.
Mm.
He's not a guy that's gonna do the twang master thing, the Brent Mason thing. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna want to play the rock thing. and that's kind of what they wind the pickup a little hotter and make it more towards that type of guy.
What was Townsend playing back there in the 80s?
A Telly with two. Actually, he had a Schecter back in the day.
Wasn't he playing
The black,
Schecter
it
or
was a
something?
black Schecter
Yeah, it
custom
was.
that they made actually out in California when Schecter was having. They had a custom shop.
That's interesting. You said this was. It says Fender.
Yeah, it says Fender Telecaster
custom,
on,
but
but it's actually
not.
no, it's
But,
definitely not.
I
No,
believe the
there's
back
so
is
many
awesome.
parts guitars out there. I mean, people are just making parts guitar after parts guitar.
That's a lot of money, though. I mean, for a
It
part,
is. It is.
$11.99. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's a deal for a Fender custom shop. So
It's-
what would you
you know,
say about this? It's light.
Well, if you buy a Fender custom shop, you're gonna pay a
gonna be
boatload,
$4,000, yeah.
$4,500 for something like that. But I mean, the detail of Fender compared to this is a lot more. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy did his relicking, and I don't really care for the way he did his relicking, but when I picked this guitar, I actually picked this up at a guitar show, and it was during, actually I've had that guitar for a little while. I bought it during the COVID era, and I can tell you, during the COVID era, we were just paying stupid money for guitars because you couldn't get real guitars. Everybody was, pretty much just, all you could buy is
Scary.
cheap guitars. I mean, that's only Squiers and Epiphones and stuff like that was the only stuff that was out there.
We had an interesting chat about this one right here because you said this is a consignment, and I
Yeah.
immediately I like maple necks. This is pretty heavy too.
But see, that's actually a pretty good deal. A 950 is a good deal for that guitar.
950, but we talked, but everybody wants a really good deal.
Yeah, it's an American guitar.
So it's an American guitar. You said case or no case? I can't remember.
No case. That's the only thing that's wrong with this guitar. It doesn't have.
It's been modified or not? Like that's stock.
No,
It was
that's
H-
stock.
It was
No,
an HSS.
they actually came with the Seymour Duncan. These are the Lone Star series. They made 3 guitars in this series: Lone Star, Roadstar, and there's one more. I can't remember.
I love the frets on this. I like that it's just kind of a flat C,
Okay.
but it's kind of interesting guitar.
Now you're gonna have to edit.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna pause for a second here. That was nice. Had a customer come in and was asking about a pretty cool reverb pedal there, but I just wanted to show you these guitars. We'll continue our guitar discussion here at the Guitar Attic with Randy Pepper with his cool store. Again, I've been coming here for many years. This Ovation here caught my eye too, and this Dan Electro right here. That's kind of a 90s reissue, but it's got the cool tone button down there. Cool stuff. But it's fascinating to me, people that sell guitars and own guitar shops. I guess because I have so many guitars. I have well over 100 guitars, and it's always been a dream of mine to have a guitar shop. But it's also like a day job, and I'm pretty much unemployable, so I don't do that sort of thing. I'm down here actually covering the Mecum auction and just escaping the cold weather down here in Florida. But let's pick it back up again and talk about maybe this one right here to start. Okay, Randy, tell me about that cool guitar right there.
This one's from a guy that I actually know, a guy by the name of Will Ray. Will Ray lives up there in Asheville, North Carolina. I see him every guitar show we do up there. This is one of his models. Will played in a band called the Telecasters back in the 90s.
Wow.
And it says Telecasters right here in the 12th fret. But this is Will Ray's signature model. Kind of a bowling ball, gold finish with a B bender on it.
And show us, I know you're not plugged in, but show us what the B bender does.
Oh God, you're asking the wrong guy.
No, I'm not. So it's the country music. Pretty
That's
awesome.
something. Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean I've always wanted a guitar with a B bender on it.
Yeah,
seen them everywhere. I
you
guess
gotta be the right guy.
Yeah, for that type of money though, you want to be.
Yeah, a couple,
involved with it.
$2,200 is, I mean,
It's
kind
kinda
of a
lovable.
one rate, I guess, for these.
That guitar's lovable. I mean, let's be honest. Let me bring in. Hang on a second. While you're putting that one back, let me bring in one of my. I think Randy here called people like me cult members because
You're like somebody who goes to Disney World.
No, I'm
You're
not.
a cult.
I'm absolutely
You're
not.
a cult.
But I am.
Disney fans are like a cult.
But I am in. I am in the cult of the Ovation guitar. Now this one here is a 1719 custom Legend, Legend being their top of the line. And I can tell from the electronics on it that it's from the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
It's very ornate. If it's a special edition, they might have something here. They did yearly special editions. I have some of those guitars actually, but watch my Ovation video where I go through my whole collection. But, so you're not a fan. I mean, you'll sell anything, of course, but you're not a fan of these.
I'm not a fan of those because one of the main reasons I'm not a fan of these guitars, especially the deep bowls like this, and the reason I think one of the downfalls of these, I mean, Takumi and Taylor pretty much killed these guitars, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
These guitars have a round back, all right? So if you're a bigger guy, and you got a beer gut that you've been playing in a bar for the rest of your whole life, and you're saying, this is not the guitar for you because you're going to sit on it. And even if you don't, I mean, I mean, you can check out some of my videos from Einstein's Attic. Our singer, he actually used an Ovation. They actually gave him one, and he used a really nice high-end Ovation, and it sat like this. It aimed up the whole time. It's like, okay, well, am I playing slide with this thing or what? You know?
All right, I'm gonna, for all of you cult members like me, I'm gonna defend this guitar to Randy a little bit. And again, for someone like me, you know, when I saw
Glenn Campbell?
Glenn Campbell, of course, but no, even like Greg Lake.
Yeah.
Playing, you know, when I saw him playing that, just solo acoustic and he used an Ovation, I had the good fortune of seeing them at a very cool club in Alexandria, Virginia called the Birchmere, and we're doing their Storytellers. And so for me, seeing him like playing that song on the Ovation, or Paul Simon in the Central Park concert with his black, super ornate.
I actually know the guy that played guitar with him.
Yeah.
Pete Carr played it with his guitar
there
player.
you go.
Yeah.
Paul Simon, Edie Brickell and New Bohemians.
Yeah.
They had a white version. I had a black one. I still do. I still have it, and I bought a real. My first one was Korean made. I bought a real American made custom balladeer. So you'll see it in my collection if you watch that video. I love Ovation, so I'm defending them. Because the guitar player for, who I think is one of the best guitar players because he doesn't play like anybody, Edie Brickell, New Bohemians guitar player. Why can't I remember his with a W, his last name? But he's a great guitar player.
I know the drummer played with Pearl Jam.
Yeah, okay. There you go. And you know, like a lot of very impressionable people played these. Bob Marley played one, right? You know, there's so many people that play Ovations.
Prior to once Taylor and Takumi came into because those guitars, Ovation was kind of the ones that opened the market for an acoustic electric guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did that really well, and they kind of started it. Once Takumi and once Taylor figured out they could make a really good acoustic electric guitar as well, people said, why do I want to play that when I can play this? It'll sound like a regular acoustic guitar, because they do not sound like a regular acoustic guitar.
Maybe that's why I like them.
They have their own little thing.
They do.
Yeah, they have their own thing. And then once those came into the whole thing, it kind of killed the Ovation thing. I mean, Command kind of closed doors and said, we're done.
One thing now, I used to play at resorts. I'd go down to like Club Med and play guitar there like once a year. I was a Club Med artist, and so I would put that thing in the case, check it, fly down there. It would be like 20 degrees when I left. It'd be 90 degrees there. Pull it out of the case. It was in tune, and it stayed in tune, and that's the last thing I'll say. We're kicking a dead horse here. He hates them.
I've seen so many. Like a lot of guys,
they're all cracked here.
They're all cracked.
Yeah, they are.
Finish work was horrible during the 70s.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that. I happen to have a couple of them signed. I have one signed by Bon Jovi, and I personally, like I said,
And what did Bon Jovi end up playing? Oh, that's right. He went to Takumi.
Yeah, but come on, is there a cooler guitar than that double neck? That he used
Rich Seymour used. Yeah.
Is there a cool? I mean,
he used it.
That's pretty cool. What else? What else do you think stands out in here? I mean, there's a lot of them. That one, even the color of this Eddie Van Halen is cool to me. Sometimes just the color stands out.
Yeah.
Do the Eddie? I see you got a couple Eddie Van Halen ones. Now you
They
have
were
one
hot
that
for a
says
while. I think
ask
they kind of died ass.
What's
away.
I'm gonna grab the camera a second and say, what's the significance of you say that some, it says please ask before playing.
That's
so
just-
that one must be cheaper.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Basically, it says please ask playing any
guitar. Okay.
Because you
So I thought that might be more expensive or something significant.
Yeah,
about it.
no. It's just basically telling people, please just ask, because I don't want some kid that's 10 coming in here
Yeah.
and just grabbing a guitar
I hear that.
and just pulling off the wall.
This
and
one
he's never
here,
played before.
that thin line
yeah,
telly, that's pretty
Von
cool.
K, yep, another guy up in North Carolina that made those.
That's really cool. This one, wow, that's a Gibson actually.
Yeah, that's a 1982 Gibson V.
So-
V2.
It's flying V or
That's a flying V, but V2 is the head concave on the sides. That guitar is a butcher guitar. It's had everything done to it that you should never do to a guitar.
it's so cool.
It had a floored rose on it. The back of it is just totally
Is it?
shredded. It has
How's it play? I know that
It plays good.
One thing I forgot to mention about Randy Pepper here and his guitar attic is that he sets them up very well. He's
do
a player.
Okay. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, but you also have someone else you
I play
work
them
with.
as a player because I am a player.
So let me. What's the price on this one?
That
And
one's like $1,400.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's $1,400.
Tell me. I said to Randy, "Hey, I like your shop. Let's you do videos, I do videos. Let's talk." What's been the most exciting? I mean, you obviously like your band. I don't even know which band you like, but what has been the most exciting? Maybe famous celebrity guitar player or something that you've sold a guitar to, and what was the situation? What they buy? I'm sure there's a lot of people that live down
There's
here.
a lot of people. I mean, we've had a lot of people. I mean, Steve Miller bought a guitar from us years ago. We've had, Mark Tremonti, who ended up becoming kind of a friend of ours, bought a Dumble amp from us.
Wow.
What else? God, we've had all kinds of people. I mean, guys from Shinedown have been in here years ago.
Earl Clue, that's signed. I'm just looking at some of the
Earl
memorabilia.
Clue's another one that's been in here. I mean, there's.
Who do we have over here? Trying to see.
Oh, that's a joke.
I
That's
figured.
that's.
Oh, that's Sid Vicious.
Yeah, Sid Vicious.
Oh,
It wasn't
yeah.
even live.
Yeah, he's not, that's hilarious,
Yeah, no,
though.
that was a joke. That was a joke a buddy of mine gave me.
That's
years ago.
hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't
There's
even
a
see
picture
it.
of me, Alex Skolnick, over there.
That's pretty cool. So what did Steve Miller buy? And Steve Miller, by the way,
I'm
is
not going to tell you because I don't want to get.
no, that's fine. No, I understand. Steve Miller is fascinating because when we look at this right here, this is a Gibson Les Paul, and you can tell me about that in a second. But who taught Steve Miller how to play guitar? He was family friends with Les Paul, and so he's got a really fascinating. He's of course in the Rock and Roll Hall. There was the guitar exhibit. I hope you saw it. Play It Loud at the Met in New York. Did you see that exhibit? Did you ever get there?
I did not.
Okay,
No.
every single the Hotel California double neck white guitar was there. Jimmy Page's guitar, Hendrix's Woodstock,
Yeah.
every single significant guitar was there, and it was
Oh wow! I've
incredible.
been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before.
Yeah, it was incredible. This
We used to
event.
have a songbird museum was up in I think it was in Georgia. No, Songbird was in North Carolina. I think.
Well, no, that's cool that you're respecting the privacy of what they bought and that sort of thing. Is fascinating. I'll mention some of my favorite bands and see if anybody has ever come in. I like the jangly stuff, so maybe somebody from REM or any of the new wave guys. Or have they ever been down here?
We actually, I had the bass player for Black Flag came in.
Oh, okay.
So one of
pretty cool.
many.
Yeah.
As I can say that, one of many, and he is a lumber salesman now
Wow,
for some big lumber company.
that's hilarious.
So that was kind of funny.
That is funny.
We've had numerous celebrities come in here over the years.
Well, that is very, very cool, Randy. This is a great shop. If you are down here in Holly Hill, Daytona Beach area. You know, he's always
I'll
changing.
tell you, I'll give you my spill on this.
The stuff is always
So if you're
changing.
in town for the Daytona 500, the Rolex 24 Bike Week.
Uh-huh.
More than likely not Bike Week, because usually we do close during Bike Week because it's just too crowded and congested around here.
When is that?
March. It changed. The first, I think it's the first week of March this year. We might be open a couple of days, but we do have the Asheville, North Carolina Guitar Show. We're going to be up there, so we'll leave during Bike Week to do that.
Nice.
But anyways, but yeah, any of the bike events, the race events, you know, any of that stuff, come on down and see me. You know, maybe you walk in here and you'll get to see Pat Patterson, the racing guy, for the Serious NASCAR Radio. He's my band, man. And the Pit Road Pickers.
And what's your band called?
That one's the Pit Road Pickers.
That's right, you're in a lot of bands.
I'm in a lot of bands. So the Pit Road Pickers, you probably, if you've been to any of the race events, sometimes we're at some of the race tracks.
What do you like to play? What do you like?
I don't care. Yeah, whatever pays the best.
And I think we talked about that. That's so funny. And what is your favorite amp?
I play through a quad Cortex. Is what they use on stage. I like the thing when I play with occasional astronauts or fill in for any of the other bands. But my main band is occasional astronauts. That's what I play with.
What would describe the music for?
This is classical rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite guitar to play? What's your stage
PRS.
PRS?
Yeah.
Stage
I think
guitar?
they're the best utility guitar there is.
I've toured PRS actually. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great place.
I have that it's on YouTube. My Blue Mateo custom 2210
I have
top.
a Blue Mateo Johnny Highland.
Yeah, I was so upset to sell that. I have the white crackle kind of special finish they did a few years back. Like I think it's like five, 6 years ago. I have that one. It's not a replacement for it. It's got the push-pull thing, but there's something about that custom 2210 top that was amazing. I'm sad I sold that one, but I did.
I've got several of the older ones. I kind of play more, gravitate towards the older PRSs. I have got a 93 CE3. I've got a 87. No, it's an 86 custom 24. I've got an 89 custom 24.
Nice.
I actually have a 90. I think it's a 93 Ted Nugent model.
Wow, Ted Nugent had a
Yeah,
model?
Ted Nugent actually had a model. You could only order it through Ted Nugent's catalog.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So it's like black and white zebra striped.
Yeah, I think
So,
I remember that.
yeah, it's very cool.
That's kind of you.
Yeah, and actually, it's a funny story. I got that guitar. My wife, a guy brought it in for consignment, and I was going to sell it. I didn't even think anything about it. Thought it was a cool guitar, but I wasn't going to buy it. You know, I was like, eh. But my wife saw it, and she said, "You have to buy that guitar. That's you. You have to have that guitar."
Yes, it matches.
Yeah, it matches that hair. So my wife made me buy this guitar from the guy, and I had that guitar, and it's a cool guitar.
So that guitar did not influence you to do that to your hair.
Oh no.
What did? Just so we know.
You know, for years my hair was what became ombre, they call it, blonde and black, and that's the way it really was for, gosh, forever since I was in my 20s.
Okay, that's crazy.
And it went through different colors: blue, black, rainbow, whatever, all the different colors. And eventually, people started doing that more.
Yeah.
You know, back a long time ago, you know, George Lynch had it. The guy from Kajagoogoo had it.
Yeah.
So there was basically just the three of us had it. So as more people started doing it during the 90s, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. You know, it's getting too popular.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go the other way. And I went black, or actually I went red and black. It was bright red and black.
Did you have a matching guitar?
Well, my 89 Paul Smith is black cherry. So it's black and red.
All right,
so it matched. Yes, it did.
Cool.
So went to that, and then it just, my wife said, you know, I loved you as a blonde, because my hair was blonde at one time, it was black just at the ends. And she said, I always liked the blonde. So blonde, black. Kept this.
That's both worlds.
It became the trademark thing, And people always are, on my YouTube channel, there's always this one guy who loves to be the hater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why would I trust a guy that has two-tone hair? He doesn't know anything. Just because I have two-tone hair doesn't mean I don't know anything. But just saying.
Randy knows a lot about guitars, and his shop is great. And tell them your YouTube channel.
Okay, Randy's Guitar Addict. Check out my YouTube channel and give me a like and subscribe. And if you are planning coming to Florida, not just Daytona, if you're looking to come to any of the theme parks, Universal, love my Universal, Disney, SeaWorld, any of those parks, going to a cruise, check out my other channel, Florida Fun and More. And we'll help you get your way onto one of those cruise ships if you're looking for that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You can, do you offer discounts or?
No, I wish I did. But I know some really good travel agents that will help you do that.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I've got some really good
So you
friends.
just do travel kind of videos also?
Yeah,
Cool.
we do. Yeah, we travel.
Nice.
Sometimes, and the
What's
more,
your typical video on that channel?
a lot of theme parks. We do towns. We've done Fernandina. We've done Cocoa. We've done New Smyrna Beach. We've done Ormond Beach.
Nice. Okay.
Orlando. Just different little places. We've done North Carolina. We've done Georgia. We've done different places. Place where they filmed The Walking Dead. We did a video through that. Just different little things. But lots of cruise ships. We love doing the cruising thing and trying to get people. They're looking for a great way to not spend a lot of money on their vacation.
Yeah.
And
It's fun. I've been on one cruise actually. But look,
we're going to Aruba soon.
this
Can't
is a
wait.
great guitar shop, and you never know what you're gonna find here. So
That's
check
true.
it out.
That's
Watch my guitar reviews on my Ivan Katz production site, and watch my car reviews, Drivin' Ivan. I just did a story on can you get a good deal at a big auction like the Kissimmee Meekum, where they're selling Seinfeld's Porsche 917 that was also Steve McQueen's.
Yeah, there's like, how many cars are out there? Like 500,000
Oh,
cars?
it's insane.
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It's the largest auction in the world.
Yeah.
But the thing, I'm a car guy.
They used to
you're a
do
car guy
guitars
too.
out there. They used to have a guitar booth out there. They stopped doing it for
Yeah.
years.
They have
Meekin
bikes.
was
They
getting
have-
into that.
They have everything down there. But watch my guitar reviews. I love to do travel videos too. I just did a Beatles in London and Liverpool video, and I was very close to an actual Beatle. You'll have to watch that video to see it. But I saw a real Beatle. It was amazing. Jimi Hendrix's life and death in London, and also all his lady friends. There were a lot of them. And then Jim Morrison's life and death in Paris, Jim Morrison's life in Alexandria, Virginia, and where he wrote People Are Strange and Love Street out in Hollywood. I love that
And he
stuff.
grew up just 60 miles from here in Melbourne, Florida.
Melbourne, Florida. Any questions for me before we wrap this up?
No, I have no questions for you. No, I have no questions. Just like his channel and help him out.
And
Help his channel grow. He's trying to get to, I think Ivan told me he's trying to get to 100,000 subs by the end of the year. But it's a tall tale, but it can be done. All we need is one of these videos.
well, Drivin' Ivan has a good amount. I'm over 10K
Well,
on that one. And
that's-
Ivan Katz Productions.
We need a lot more.
Yeah, we need a lot more.
Yeah,
you need a lot more, and
I need a lot more. So
But
yeah.
this is fun. Talking to you has been great. This is a great shop, and don't do what I do when you come to his shop. When you see something, because again, I came back for this blue Mexi Strat with a maple neck, and it was gone. It's like it's just gone.
It's gone.
I missed out.
You
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man, we'll do
Oh, yeah,
this
we'll do
because I
that.
have arthritis in my hands. Because when you get old, your hands, you have the claw. Remember the claw that used to, and back in the old days of wrestling.
Okay. Yeah.
So I did that so many times when
So
I
we
was
did
wrestling
that.
in the ring. And no, just kidding.
So there you have it. Thanks for watching at Randy Pepper's Guitar Attic.
Not
Here-
Randy's Guitar Attic. Not Randy Pepper. Don't have anything to do with Pepper. Randy's Guitar Attic.
I was just trying to say your full name.
Nobody cares about Randy Pepper. Just Randy's Guitar
Randy's
Attic.
Guitar Attic here in Holly Hill.
Hollis Hill.
Hollis? It's Holly
You never
Hill.
seen that movie, 1941?
It's Holly Hill though.
It's Holly Hill, but we call it Hollis Hill.
Why
Just
is
like
that?
we call Daytona Dirtona.
Okay. I didn't see the movie. What's the movie? If they want?
1941. With
1941.
John Belushi.
Oh, okay, John Belushi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, of course. All right, thank you guys for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe, and if you like
Become part of
cars,
the community.
if you like what? If you like cars,
Part of the community.
exactly. If you like cars, search DrivinIvan in any car. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'm producer Ivan Katz and DrivinIvan. Bye now.
Shalom.